So I think today is going to be a very interesting day to trade. So this is going to be kind of my daily bias before market even opens. Obviously, we still have plenty of time. I mean, technically, New York session's open, but it doesn't open for another 20 minutes. So we're going to be doing a breakdown of what I think is what's going on here. So starting hourly yesterday, relative to where we closed, which was above all-time highs because previous all-time highs were right over here. So we closed above, well, I mean, I guess technically not close above, but we did break above these all-time highs before market closed. Market closed a couple points below, about 20 points below technically, but we did break above previous all-time highs, which is important to note because today, after where we technically closed yesterday or set a new all-time high, we are, let me see if I can find this because I always have trouble finding this thing. We are 142, well, technically 135 points as of right now above the previous set all-time highs from yesterday's New York session, which can make it very difficult to trade because it's hard to just be like, oh, this is going to be one big liquidity sweep, like we are just going to rip to the downside. It's not really how trading all-time highs works. All-time highs don't act like a session high. It acts as kind of like a magnet and takes usually a long time to rebalance from that zone. If you ever see, I think a good example of this was from Monday here. We set a new all-time high here, and this is all-time highs, and we went above it, and we just like hovered above it. Like we took it out and didn't do much after that. Right here's a good example of that today. We took out all-time highs, and it took us until the next New York session to kind of rebalance it out. So our all-time highs doesn't necessarily work like a high or a low, or a session high or a session low. It's just we set the new all-time high, and it typically takes a while for us to rebalance. We won't really treat it as necessarily like a liquidity sweep, right? We're going to continue to go higher or not continue higher, but just kind of stay stagnant up there, which I think is going to happen today, not only because of that, but also when we go over to news, we see today is basically a no news Thursday, which I swore today was 10 a.m. news, but I guess not. And then tomorrow we have NFP, and then on top of that, we also have manufacturing PMI. So, I guess there's no time for this yet. I'm 90% sure it's going to be at 8:30, but I guess they don't know now. I wonder if that's to do with the government shutdown. But yeah, that gonna make it interesting today. So that's kind of a daily bias. I don't really have a bias. You know, we for how bad I want to be, like I gotta find that day. It was the easiest trading day I've experienced in a long time. But yeah, this was it right here. We had all-time highs resting right here, and we had a liquidity sweep to the downside. And that was pretty much all the confluences we had. We took out a session low. We had all-time highs resting right above, and took the long John Silver all the way back home. It was pretty easy. Yeah, this was it today. That day it was fucking the easiest trading day of all time. We had to move up, retrace, took out the low, bang, fucking just ripped. I would have put 5 minis on that thing. I was so confident in it. But yeah, today is going to be interesting. Again, like I said, it doesn't act like a session high or low. It acts completely different. It acts like a magnet, and price tends to stay there. You got to be really stingy on if you want to take a short. Like I wouldn't say wait until price reaches all the way down here necessarily, but I also don't want to enter right here on this breaker block, right? I feel like that's a little too early. We are fairly overextended on the 15-minute. We do have a little BPR. It would be... it's not much of a BPR actually, but we'll see how price ends up going. I'm not super hopeful on the day. It's the day before NFP. The government shutdown. We're sitting at all-time highs. So a lot of confluences, but I will be ready to take a trade if a setup presents itself. So ended up not taking any trades today. Was one of those days that was not favorable and any stretch of the means. So obviously on the 50K, on this newer one, and then on Top Step, no trades. I guess I didn't even set the chart for this one. But yeah, no trades today. Was definitely a tougher morning. As you can see, market opens at 9:30 up here, and we ripped down 154 points. Not too sure what I'm supposed to do with that, but was hoping to get a rebalance, to get some sort of legs up, some significant legs up, because again, we do have all-time highs here. This could have been a really good move, like we had. Was it last Thursday or Thursday before? Like I showed in the example earlier in the video. of that textbook price action we had. Obviously today, this is far from textbook price action. A lot of chop. We dump 154 points off open, and then we end up chopping in this 70-point zone for the rest of the morning. I thought we were going to have a pretty decent setup. Obviously, you saw for a little bit there, NQ was higher than ES, so we had a little bit of an SMT, a bullish SMT, kind of hoping to confirm that we were going to go higher. But we had a lot of SMTs on the 1 minute, the 5 minute. I'm not super concerned about it. I do like to see the higher time frame SMTs, but for the most part, they both indexes did the same thing. We had a huge chop, almost had an SMT here on the hourly, but again, we took out both lows, so I wasn't super concerned about it. But again, was just a really boring day. It was easy to sit out, but what I really wanted was to see us expand higher and rebalance this area. Obviously, we did not. And as I discussed earlier in the video, we have not only NFP tomorrow, but we also have a red folder on at 10 a.m. So it's going to be very interesting. Taking a look for next week too. But yeah, going to be interesting for tomorrow. I don't even know if I'm going to be trading tomorrow, but we'll see. Boring day overall. Was pretty easy to sit out, but I was hoping for a really clean reversal off of this, and we just didn't get it.